तेरी लीला सबसे है न्यारी न्यारी, हरी हरी। भजमन नारायण नारायण, हरि हरि। जय जय नारायण नारायण, हरि हरि। श्रीमन नारायण नारायण, हरि हरि। श्रीमन नारायण नारायण, हरि हरि। तेरी लीला सबसे है न्यारी न्यारी, हरि हरि। तेरी लीला सबसे है न्यारी न्यारी, हरि हरि। भजमन नारायण नारायण, हरि हरि। जय जय नारायण नारायण, हरि हरि। श्रीमन 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 नारायण नारायण, हरि हरि. With this lovely satsang bhajan, we start by welcoming everybody. Good evening, Jai Shri Krishna and Jai Siya Ram. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. So did I. In fact, we went out to meet, in the backyard. There were a lot of birds. So, as we say, Kathoti mein Ganga. We are getting Ganga at home because you got a little patch of garden. The birds come, the squirrel comes, and even that little time when you spend with them and you feed them little food, it's so nice to enjoy. Especially, I personally like walking in the garden where there is green grass. So you try to walk with your bare feet in it. I don't know if you know it, but it's very good for your health to walk in green grass so long as it is safe to do so. So, a very good evening to you and welcome to you. I hope you're having a wonderful time. And yeah, I can clearly see Elka Ben Vitlani has already joined on the YouTube. And on the Facebook side, we've got loads of people already joined in. So wonderful to see you all. We start with Alka Ben Vitlani again there saying, Jai Shri Krishna Hemang Bhai and everyone. So is Manjiraji welcoming with a lovely heart and a beautiful, colorful rainbow, saying Namaste Hemang Bhai. Wonderful to see you. And welcome to our satsang, Ben. It's so nice that we all meet here. Hema Ben Raja is saying Jai Shri Krishna, and Rashmi Ben has also joined in saying Jai Shri Krishna Hemang Bhai, and so is Bina Ben Thakrar, and Ranjan Ben Chauhan, and Jai Shri Ben Karia, and Maya Ben Jugesur, and Jai Shri Ben Patni. They have all joined in. So nice to see you. A very happy, wonderful evening to you. So today's topic, we were finishing off from the last week, Panch Mahayajyaha. Out of the 5 yajjas we should do every day, one of them is the final one we are concluding to understand today, is called the Atithi Yajya. And there is very, very deep science and moral behind it. Only if we understand it and practice it can we benefit from it. Today's day and age, we have become very busy. Most of the time we are very busy. We don't have time for ourselves. How can we have time for our uninvited guests? Because that's what it means. Atithi. A means no, tithi means time. Because in ancient times we didn't have mobile phones and we didn't have text messages, computers or emails. Even the landline telephone wasn't there. So if somebody wanted to go to some other place, the easiest way was to send a letter, and even that would take a couple of days to reach. So what would people do? They would just drop in, they would just turn up at your door. That's where the word Atithi also comes from, where when somebody comes, they come uninvited, they just turn up. And what should we do? We should say Atithi Devo Bhava. Treat them with all the respect. So before we go and understand Atithi Devo Bhava, let's welcome the divine vibrations of Bhagwan as our Sadguru in our hearts and minds. So let's pray together. Harihi Om Varnanamartha Sandhanam Rasanam Chandasamapi Mangalanam Chakartaro Vande Vani Vinayako Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwasarupino Yabhyam Vina na Pashyanti Siddha Swantah Sthamishwaram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And so, with these lovely mantras, we go into understanding what is Atithi Yajya. It is one of the 5 yajyas we should do regularly, preferably every day. So, how does it come in our life? First of all, let's understand the mandatory goals. It has been advised in a lot of shastras, lot of texts of us. One of the major ones being the Mahabharata. You know Srimad Bhagavad Gita? That comes from Mahabharata Parva. So, let's go and take the precise mantra, precise verse, which tells us that we should take care of our Atithi. It says, Atithiryasya bhagnasho grihata prati nivartate sadvashta dushkritam tasmai punyamadaya gacchati. Sadrishtva. So sadatva dushkritam tasmai punyamadaya gacchati. Over here, we are guided by our rishis and saints to say, Atirthi yasya bhagnasho. In a house or in a home, when a atithi comes, a guest comes uninvited and is disrespected, is not fed and watered, and that atithi goes away unhappy, that family loses their happiness and their good karma, and they go with the atithi. So if somebody comes to your home and you don't take care of them, you don't feed them, you don't take care of them, and they go empty stomach, they don't eat at your place, you don't feed them, you don't give them water, you don't take care of them, you don't respect them, you lose the punya, the good karma, and your atithi takes that away as they walk out. That is the sutra. So even if a bird comes in your home, in your garden, shouldn't go hungry. That's why we were talking about bird feeding tables. And last week when I talked about bird feeding tables, one of my friends called me and said, Hemang Bhai, what about the tables where the pigeons are getting hurt by the cats and so on? Well, cats will do what cats will do, isn't it? They are prey animal in nature. So what should you do? the best thing is there are cat-proof bird feeding tables available, where if you keep those tables, the bird can eat safely, the cats cannot reach there. So that's one thing. You should make sure that even the birds at your home don't go hungry and thirsty. So you should have water table for the birds, food for the birds, seeds for the birds. Now comes the family and friends. Whoever comes home, traditionally I've seen that even in England, when I go to the families who are not very, some people who are not educated so well, but they have still got the manners, that if you go with children, they will immediately give them a bag of crisps. Healthy, unhealthy is a different thing. Still, they will give a bag of crisps and a can of Coke. Now, if they are healthy and aware about it, they will give you healthy juice or something to the children, maybe some fruits. And if they knew in advance that you were coming, then they would have also cooked a meal for you. The tradition was that if somebody comes to your home, they don't go hungry. એટલે where we come from in India, we say કે કોઈ આવે તો આપણે એમને ચા પાણી તો પૂછીએ. શું પૂછીએ? ચા પાણી. So when somebody comes, we at least ask them for water for starters, and then we ask them for tea or coffee. And to go with that, we traditionally didn't have the idea of biscuits. So what did we do? When a guest would come, we would make batata pawa or dhokla or something and give them some snacks to go with it. That was the minimum. And if you had time and if you had heads up, you would cook a proper meal for them. And that is very, very important. So now, what do you do in the modern world? Now, we are very, very busy. We don't know what we are doing. Sometimes even our lifestyle is so busy. Somebody asks me, what are you doing tomorrow? I have to think and look at my diary sometimes. During these times, what we should do is always keep a contingency plan, that if somebody comes up, which is very rare nowadays, you have a plan for them. Of course, you can have healthy juices. Tea, coffee is usually there in every home. And we should also be ready to make some nice instant packets. Nowadays you get those instant packs where you can make the instant dhokla or handwo or khichi or something. Basically, whatever you can do, but a person who comes your home shouldn't go without a snack or tea, coffee. This is a mandatory guideline. There are 5 guidelines to do every day. Brahma Yajya, Deva Yajya, Pitru Yajya, Bali Vaishwadeva Yajya, and the Yajya we are discussing today, Atithi Yajya. The other 4 we have discussed in the earlier episodes. The final one is Atithi. So, nowadays it's extremely rare. Even in my home, very rarely one person, maybe 2 persons will come in the whole year unannounced. Usually, even if they're coming straight away, they will call and say, Hemang Bhai, I'm coming in 10 minutes. I've got something urgent. I have to meet you. So at least I've got a 10 minutes heads up. And so when we get that, this is the guidelines. Our gurus and saints guided us very specifically towards this. So let's take some examples as we go ahead. One of the example comes from Mata Sita, from Ramayana. So Ramcharitamanas. And you can look at Valmiki Ramayana. One of the story goes that Lakshman Maharaj had drawn a security barrier. So Lakshmanji created a security barrier and told Mata Sita specifically, do not come out of this. If you come out, your safety will not be guaranteed. But at the same time, when Lakshmanji had to go after doing this security fencing, Ravana comes in the form of a saint. Now, Mata Sita was a very devout follower of our dharma. So when Ravan came and said, Bhagavati Bhikshamya Dehi, give me some food, give me some alms, she said, definitely. So whatever she had cooked, she was ready to give it to Ravana. But she was giving it from the security of her fencing, security fence. And Ravan was a trickster at that time. He said, this is disrespect for me. If you want to give me food, you come out of your security fence and give me outside, or else I'm going my way. And at that time, Mata Sita had to decide between two decisions. One, she, says, no, I will not come out of the security zone and give you the meal. And then the Ravan goes away. In that case, what would happen is it would be disrepute and disrespect to the great family of Ram and Dashratha, and her own bad karma would happen. If she goes out, on the other hand, and gives the food outside the security zone, her security will be compromised. You know what she chose? She chose the tough decision of going out of her way, out of her security, to help that saint, so called saint. Of course, you know the rest of the story. She got abducted because of that. But this part of the story teaches us that our gurus and saints, our gods and goddesses, kept this rule very sacred. They didn't ever break it. They were very strict about it. No matter what comes in their way, they looked after this rule. It is that important. And then there is another example. And that is a beautiful example from another epic called the Mahabharata. I don't know if you know that in detail, but Pandavas had also had a time to go to the jungle for 13 years. So when they had to go into the jungle, of course, if you are in the jungle, you have meager resources. You don't have much resources. You got very few food, very few anaj, very few grains. You don't have everything like you would have in a palace. And at that time, what happened was, a saint with his group of junior saints, a big group, they come and meet the Pandavas. And then they ask Pandavas, we are here to meet you and bless you. By the way, can you arrange for the meal for all the saints and myself? Oh my God. The Pandavas were in trouble, thinking, how will we feed so many saints? And Draupadi was in trouble. She was thinking, if I cannot cook for all these saints and they all go hungry, it's disrespect for me and I'll get negative karma. She gets so upset. Very rarely, only a couple of times she has requested Lord Krishna's help in Mahabharata. This is the time she requests to Krishna Bhagwan saying, please help me. I need help today. I don't know what to do. I do not want to break this rule of my life. And then Lord Krishna comes and helps her, and they were able to serve all these saints in the jungle. There is one more example of Lord Krishna I would like to give you today, and that is about his love for his friendship, but even more of Atithi. Atithi. So this way we can slowly learn how important it was for Lord Rama, for Mata Sita, for Draupadi, for Krishna Bhagwan, the tenet of the point which we are discussing today, Atithi Yajya, how deep and important it was. So, as we are going forward, let's look at the lot of people who have joined in since then, and we discuss it in the detail in a moment. કરશન કાકા જોડાયા છે, કે છે જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. કાકા તમે તો ગઈકાલે જમાવટ કરાવી હો બાપુ, જમાવટ થઈ ગઈ. It was wonderful session. Thank you. You are a star. And I think I have already requested Karsan Kaka to do this regular theme throughout the year, not only in the lockdown. Let's have this, Karsan Kaka fun every Sunday, if possible, please. And I do hope Kaka takes it up and gives us satsang every week. This is nice, happy fun with Kaka in our traditional language. So thank you for that. Kalpana Ben Malhotra is saying Om Namah Shivaya. So nice to see you, Marabin. Bharat Bhai Kotecha Keshe. Thank you, Hemang Bhai. Good thoughts for satsang. Keep it up. Jai Shri Krishna to all. And we've got Bharat Bhai Khanna saying Har Har Mahadev. Kya baat hai. Khanna ji, badi khushi hui aapse milkar. Thank you. And we've got Chaya Ben saying Jai Shri Krishna and wishing everyone a good health and blessings. with a lovely heart. Thanks, Maraben. We also got Minal Ben Davda, Kanabar. She's saying Jai Shri Krishna, and so is Jai Bhai Shah. Good to meet you, Jai Bhai, as always. And I'm happy to see my dear brother Chirag Rathod. He has joined in saying Jai Shri Krishna Hemang Bhai and good work. Well, tell you what, whenever you see those lovely graphics for the kathas and everything, Chirag Rathod is the designer. He does lovely designs for us. He's a very, very, very inspiring personality. He's very creative. I highly recommend him. I think Design 22 Studio is his contact details on the Facebook, but you will find his links on my most of my posts. So please follow him. A wonderful, wonderful person, very creative. Thank you, Beta. And Devila Ben Patel કહે છે જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ ઓમ નમઃ શિવાય હેમાંગ bhai, and so is Susmita Ben Mistri joining in as well. So thank you very much for you all to join in together. And Nita Ben Suchak પણ કહે છે જય શિયારામ to all and Om Namah Shivaya. Wonderful to see you, Mara Ben. And Rosie Ben Hirani has joined in saying Jai Shri Krishna to you all. Wonderful to see you, my sister. Bhupendra Bhai Hathi from America. He's saying Jai Shri Krishna to everyone and a warm welcome to everyone. And he's saying, please give us a link for the Karshan Kaka bhajans. Well, Karshan Kaka is a nice Gujarati comedy program. So what I'll do is, Bhupendra Bhai, I'll send you his previous program links. You can go to his page, follow and like him, so you'll get all the updates. It's one amazing show, not to be missed. And it's a good family fun. See, there are a couple of shows where children only like it. There are some shows where only adults like it. This is one particular program where everybody likes it. The whole family can sit and join and have fun. Even like this satsang, નાનો ટોટિયો બેઠો હોય એને પણ ખબર પડે ઇંગ્લિશમાં આપણે સમજાવીએ તો, અને ગયડા માસીને લગભગ લગભગ તો પડે જ હો. So nearly most of the generations can understand this type of satsang as well. So we should do more things in our life where the family can get together. The problem is happening today when we are all getting segregated. The son is doing something in his room, the daughter is doing something in her room, mom is doing somewhere else in something else, and dad is doing something else somewhere else. We have compartmentalized our lives. Everybody has their separate rooms, separate phones, separate cupboards. Life has also become separate due to that. In ancient times, we didn't have all that. That wasn't the luxury. We would barely have one bedroom the parents would use, and children would all use to sleep in the one big hall with all the godada pathri ne badda niche sui jata. When guests and family would come, again 20-30 people would just join in together and live together. They would eat together, they would cook together. There was no dining table. We would all sit together in a big round circle, kind of having a campfire, and enjoyed our meals. There is a word for it in our language. If you go to Punjab, they call it Sanja Chulha, united kitchen. And when you unite in the kitchen, when you eat together, there is a special mantra in Vedas for that. Sangachadvam samvadadvam samvo manansi janata. If you talk together, if you walk together, and if you eat together, your vibrations will stay the same. The moment one of your family members says, nah, I don't like what mom has made, I want something else, and another person says, no, I don't like what she has done, I like something else. જ્યાં અન્ન જુદા ત્યાં મન પણ જુદા થવા માંડશે. આ લખી લો કશે. જ્યાં અન્ન જુદા ત્યાં મન પણ જુદા. The moment the food changes in the family, people go separate ways in their food, their thoughts also changes, because your thoughts are affected by the food you eat. The vibrations of that meal goes into you. So if the two different family members are having two different meals with different ingredients, their vibrations will be different, because at the root, they both are a bit of a different personality anyway. Now they are getting different energy fuel in their body. So their thinking waves also become different. So you have to be very careful. This rule is very scientific. So as we go ahead, Paresh Bhai Kotecha Kaise, Jai Shri Krishna to everyone. So nice to see you, Mara Bhai. Wonderful. So yes, I was saying we will go to another of my favorite example, and that is my favorite example. You might all have heard of it. Krishna Bhagwan and Sudama. Okay, this is tied in with today's topic as well. But before we go to that, let's do a prayer together. Join our hands, close our eyes, and pray together. Hari Om.
Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmokshiyamamrita Om Vishwani Deva Savitarduritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanna Asuva Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
So with those lovely mantras, we did the upasana of God Almighty to bring us the gyan, the understanding, so that we can make the correct decisions in our life. So we were discussing about Atithi Yajya. And so with the Atithi Yajya, we discussed another example of Lord Krishna. This is the time when Krishna Bhagwan was in his palace and his friend Sudama, very long lost friend, who was financially very, very poor, who had bought very little bit of poha, meaning kind of flaky rice grains, a handful of that. He had in a potli, in a small cloth bag, and he was walking without shoes. He was so poor. So he was walking, walking miles and miles, hundreds of miles to meet Lord Krishna. And he suddenly turns up after a big long walk. He turns up at the doorstep of the palace of Lord Krishna. So, of course, at the palace, there are guards. So he says to the guards, "Can you please tell Krishna that I am here?" And so the guards asked him, "Who are you?" And this poor Brahmin said, "I am his friend Sudama." First of all, they all started laughing, saying, "A lot of poor people come here and say, we are friends of Lord Krishna, the great king, and we are not going to fall for this. You are so poor and he's so rich and so powerful. How can you both be friends?" It doesn't seem like true. But as it goes, he again requests in a very polite way, saying, "Just go to Lord Krishna and tell him Sudama has come." Just that much, please. Please tell him that much. So they say, "Okay, this guy looks genuine enough. What's the problem? We'll just go and give the message." And here the messenger goes to Krishna Bhagwan. And Krishna Bhagwan was lying down and relaxing in his big palace in Dwarika. I don't know if you've been to Dwarika. It's a lovely city towards the west side of Gujarat in India. And so the messenger comes to Lord Krishna and says, Sorry to disturb you, but I've got another person disturbing you, somebody called Sudama. And Krishna Bhagavan, when he was lying down, suddenly awakens. He says, where's Sudama? Sudama, did you say Sudama? And he runs. He runs bare feet. He doesn't even stop to put on his shoes. He runs to the gates, carries him over, sits him down on a great pedestal, and washes his feet. This is the time we understand that Lord Krishna teaches us in so many ways in Mahabharata and different life experiences that it's not about money that should make the difference in life. It's the personality that should count. It's the love for each other that should count. And Sudama, being the Brahmin, remember, king is a Kshatriya, the warrior tribe. Krishna is not a Brahmin. Sudama is a Brahmin. He is a saintly figure. And so Krishna bows to him, washes his feet, gives him good clothes. And there's a very long story to go with that, which we cannot cover in the timeline we have today. But my dear brothers and sisters, there are a lot of examples, a lot of things to learn from this story over here. In a little nutshell, number one, Sudama arrived Atithi. He didn't say that I'm coming. He just turned up. And see how Lord Krishna reacted to that. Do you see? Number two, when Krishna Bhagavan saw a Brahmin, what did he do to a Brahmin? He bows to him. Krishna Bhagavan bows to the Brahmin. Although they were friends, Sudama wasn't a great old saint. They were of similar age. But because of his authority as a Brahmin, Krishna bows to him. As a Brahmin, when a Brahmin comes to your home, what should you do? You should do Vastradan. Whatever clothes you can donate, you should do. That's what Krishna Bhagavan did. Krishna Bhagavan also fed him and gave him water. And this is Atithi Devo Bhava, personified, literally. And that's in the timeline that we can discuss. Throughout the Mahabharata, there are hundreds of other examples I can quote. But I think you got the gist today. You got the understanding that how important Atithi Devo Bhava is in our dharma. We are known by this for this reason. Hospitality is the biggest thing in our lives. And we give it to everyone. Because what matters that how much food is there in your fridge, it does not matter really. What matters is when somebody comes to your home, what you can serve them from your fridge is more important than how much food and money you have in your bank and how much food you have in your house. What difference does it make to somebody if you got 10 cars or 20 cars? The difference makes is what you are going to be helpful to that person. And that's where we understand from Mahabharata this lovely mantra which says, Atithiryasya bhagnasho grihata prati nivartate sadatva dushkritam tasmai punyamadaya gacchati. The house in which a atithi, a guest, is not respected, not fed and not watered, that atithi, that guest, when they leave, they take away your happinesses, your joys and your successes. So if you ever want to be successful, learn from Mata Sita, learn from Draupadi, learn from Lord Krishna. how to be a good host. With that, we come to our timeline. So let's go ahead and welcome a lot of people who have since joined in today. We've got a lovely brother who is joined in after a while, Krupesh Bhai Makwana. He's saying Jai Badri Vishal. What a lovely satsang we had together, Krupesh Beta. We had such a lovely time. Amazing. I can remember it vividly. And so is Nita Bensuchek saying Jai Siaram to all. And Ramesh ji is saying, thanks for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to all of us. It's an honor, Marabhai. And Minal Ben Davda is saying, oh my God, I agree. Thanks, Maraben. I'm seeing, unfortunately, this, Atithi Devo Bhava Sanskar going, it's washing out to the point some people are even turning around and saying, oh, why did it turn up? Just unannounced. It just turned up, they think as if I'm free and I'm not busy, I've got too many things to worry about. People, they should not do it like this. And they are not happy with the guests. Some people, they need help, they need guidance. And so Nita Bench is saying, Sachi baat kahi gaya ji, અન્ન જુદા થયા તો મન જુદા. સાચી વાત છે બેન, બહુ ઓછું લોકો સમજે છે કે the moment you change the food, the vibration of mind and thoughts will also change. And there's a lot to learn in that as well. Someday we will cover that in further details. At the same time, Hemang Bhai Tejura જોડાયા છે કે છે જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. So nice to meet you, Hemang Bhai. And we've got Nita Ben Suche કે છે, I think she's sharing it with this post with somebody. Rekha Ben Vitlani also is also joined in and giving a warm welcome to everyone. And so is Monica Ben Parekh saying Jai Siya Ram to everyone. It is so wonderful joining you all. As always, I love to meet you all. I can't wait for Monday to come because remember, we break off on Thursday. So it's always fun. And this gives me a chance to share the wisdom of our dharma and come to your homes to bring positivity and good vibes. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss a very new topic. We are going on a topic of Guru because yesterday we had celebrated in a big way Guru Purnima. Guru is a great, successful person in our life and it makes our life successful. Guru is the chavi, the key to the lock of our life. Believe me, it's a very big thing. And therefore, the very good doha of Kabirji that I quite often recite, Guru Gobind do khade काके लागू पाए गुरु गोविंद दो खड़े काके लागू पाए बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंद दियो बताए कबीरा गोविंद दियो बताए. Guru is amazing. Guru is special. Without Guru, we go nowhere. So tomorrow, we are going to understand the Gurudev Dattatreya Bhagwan. Dattatreya. So we are going to understand more from his life, his understandings, how we can learn, how we can adapt, and how we can manifest the successes in our life through the wisdom of Bhagwan Shri Dattatreya. So till tomorrow, a very good evening to you. Jai Shri Krishna and Jai Siya Ram. God bless you.
श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण हरि